the balls.
And the National Lottery celebrates its 30th birthday. It has created 7,000 millionaires and raised tens of billions of pounds for good causes. Now, whether you play the National Lottery or not, it has transformed Britain since it began 30 years ago in November 1994. Since then, it has raised tens of billions of pounds for good causes, and it has created well over 7,000 millionaires. Jane McCubbin has been taking a look at its extraordinary impact.
The first tickets were sold this morning at £1 apiece. The first winners will be declared on BBC One at 7 o'clock next Saturday.
3, 2, 1.
30 years ago tomorrow, it all began.
I'm hoping to be the first millionaire.
But the launch of the National Lottery wasn't just about winning.
And look at all that money there.
It was about legacy.
I hope to enjoy the enormous improvements that the lottery are going to bring to many aspects of our public life.
Want to know the impact of the lottery as it approaches its 30th anniversary? Let's start with Dame Sarah's story, who remembers a time when Olympians and Paralympians had to fund their own success stories.
Back before the National Lottery sports funding programme, athletes had very understanding bosses, and some people were just on the dole, as it was called back then, just trying to find the right job that would help them balance their sport, and I think careers were a lot shorter as well.
2 years after her gold medal journey began in Barcelona, the National Lottery gave athletes a grant towards living expenses for the very first time. 4 decades on, Dame Sarah's story is still winning.
When the lottery came along, it was absolutely groundbreaking for us.
Right now, an exhibition in London's National Portrait Gallery shows more of that impact. Around £50 billion worth of impact in every walk of life.
If you look at my particular example, I went out to try and make a film that everyone said was impossible. I wanted to make a film about women and football because they were just absent in mainstream society. And everyone laughed at me and said, that's gonna never work.
No more football. I want you to learn full Punjabi dinner, meat and vegetarian.
But Dad! But with National Lottery funding in 2002, Gurinder Chadha made the movie Bandit like Beckham. Fast forward 2 decades.
And now look, we're the European champions. Young women all over the country are playing football and aspiring to win the World Cup one day. That's a game-changing moment, and that was down to the National Lottery.
The National Lottery might have had a big impact, but it's the big wins that keep people playing.
Hello!
Tell me the sum, please, Francis.
114 million and a lot of pennies. A lot of pennies. I can't remember the exact amount.
Do you have any idea how much of that big number you gave away?
More than half.
And that felt good.
It still feels good.
In 2019, Francis became one of 7,400 people who've been made a millionaire in the last 3 decades. But after giving away half of her fortune to good causes in her local community, she still plays.
We still do the family birthdays, one line every Saturday and every Wednesday. It's on direct debit. But I still do it. I do it now because the National Lottery is an absolute lifeline to the voluntary sector. If the National Lottery was not there and doing what they do, the voluntary sector in this country would be on its knees.
The National Lottery has invested around £50 billion in good causes over the last 3 decades. Around 5% less is invested today than at its birth, but it is still going strong and it is still changing lives.
And release the balls.
Jane McCubbin, BBC News.